In the deep, silent dark of space, danger was not rare. But what Commander Ryan found that day was something no one expected. He was flying his patrol ship, Hawk 7, near the edge of Sector 9. It was cold, empty space, far from any planet, any moon, any life. The mission was simple: search for any enemy signals from the Zalari, the alien species at war with humans for years. Suddenly, the radar beeped. It was weak. But real, unidentified ship, Ryan whispered to himself. Looks damaged. Maybe even dead. He moved closer, guns ready. The enemy might be playing dead. But as he came near, he saw the ship was truly broken, like it had crashed into something invisible. One side was torn open. Fires were cold. Lights were dead. Inside, there was only silence. Ryan docked his ship and entered carefully, gun in hand. The air smelled of burned metal and smoke. Dead bodies of Zalari soldiers floated in the hallway. Their long black armor was cracked and melted. Someone or something had destroyed them. Then, a sound, a soft cough. Ryan turned fast, aiming. His gun. He saw her, not a soldier, not like the others. She was small, thin. Her skin was blue and glowing slightly, like moonlight on water. Her eyes were shut tight. She was shaking, breathing hard. She looked barely alive. A prisoner? A survivor? Or a trap? Ryan aimed his gun, ready to shoot if she moved. But she didn't attack. She just opened her eyes, big, silver, and scared. Then, with a weak voice, she whispered, "If you spare me, I'll warm you tonight." Ryan froze. What kind of strange message was that? A threat? A joke? Some alien code? But then she fainted. Ryan grabbed her. Her body was freezing cold, like ice. He felt a strange warmth coming from her skin, but it was weak. Very weak. Back on the Hawk 7, Ryan placed her in the medbay. The ship's AI scanned her body. Low body temperature. Signs of internal injuries. DNA pattern not matching any known Zalari soldier class. She is different, the AI said. Ryan looked at her again. She wasn't wearing armor. Her clothes were simple, like soft cloth. Not military. Not a fighter. He thought about what she said. "I'll warm you tonight." He asked the AI, what did she mean? Unknown. But alien race number X914, called Zalari, is known for energy-based biology. Heat may be part of their bonding or healing process. So maybe she meant it literally. She could generate heat. Maybe even share it. A few hours passed. She woke up again. Ryan sat in front of her, arms crossed, gun still nearby. "Who are you?" he asked. She looked at him with tired eyes. "My name is Alea." "Why were you on that ship?" She looked away. "I was captured, used. I'm not one of them, not really." Ryan didn't believe her. But something about her voice, soft, afraid, but calm, made him pause. "You're still Zalari," he said. She shook her head slowly. "I'm part of them, but not their kind. I was raised differently. I didn't choose the war." Ryan didn't reply. "Why did you say that strange thing earlier?" he asked. She smiled faintly. "You were pointing a gun at me. I thought, if I gave you something useful, maybe you'd keep me alive. And warming me was your idea of something useful?" Her voice lowered. "My body can produce warmth. In space, warmth is life." Ryan didn't say anything. He wasn't sure if she was dangerous or not. She was either a great liar or just someone unlucky caught in a war she didn't start. But the mystery deepened. That night, Ryan checked the ship's logs. Something was strange. The wrecked alien ship didn't show signs of being hit by weapons. It looked like it was ripped apart from the inside. And she was the only one alive? Why? He checked the security camera. Alea was sitting silently in the med bay. Her eyes were closed. She looked peaceful. But then her eyes opened, bright, glowing. Not soft this time, cold, focused. She looked directly into the camera and smiled. Space is quiet. But quiet doesn't mean safe. Inside the small ship Hawk 7, something strange was happening. Commander Ryan didn't sleep that night. Not because of the stars, not because of war, but because of her. Ailey. The blue-skinned alien girl now resting in his medical bay. She looked innocent, fragile, almost human. But when Ryan checked the security camera again, she was gone. AI, where's the prisoner? Ryan asked quickly. Med bay is empty, tracking movement. She is near the engine room. His heart raced. If she was a spy, she could destroy the ship from inside. He grabbed his weapon and ran. Down the metal hallway, the lights flickered. Cold air passed by, like a ghost in the wires. He found her standing in front of a control panel, not touching it. Just watching. Reading. Step back. Ryan shouted. Alea turned slowly. Her silver eyes calm. I'm not here to hurt you, she said. You're inside a restricted area. Answer now, what were you doing? She didn't blink. I was looking for the truth. Ryan cuffed her hands, walked her back to the med bay. She didn't fight. But as they walked, she said something strange. Your ship lies to you. Back in the control room, Ryan scanned the logs. Nothing looked wrong. Systems were clean. Panels normal. Code untouched. Still. Something felt off. AI, run full diagnostic on internal systems, Ryan ordered. Running. Please wait. 5 minutes later, the AI spoke again, slower this time. Unauthorized access. Detected from inside. Ryan looked at Alea. What did you do? She sat quietly on the med bed, hands still cuffed. You think you're alone in this galaxy, she whispered. But you're not. And the real danger is already watching. Ryan stared. You mean the Zellari? She shook her head. No, older, worse. They don't want war. They want silence. They want all light gone. Ryan didn't understand. It sounded like madness. Or a trick. But just then, a strange signal appeared on the screen. A soft beep. Then a voice. Mechanical. Deep. Not human. Not Zellari. You are not ready. Leave her, or be erased. Ryan leaned forward. Who is this? The voice didn't answer. The signal vanished. Was that them? Ryan asked Alea. She nodded. They don't speak often. But when they do, something always dies. Ryan's ship was shaking now. Not from outside, but inside him. His trust in reality was cracking. Why were you on that Zellari ship, really? She looked into his eyes. I was being moved like a package. I was supposed to be delivered. Delivered where? She didn't speak for a moment. Then to Earth. Ryan's blood ran cold. Why would they send you to Earth? What's inside you? I don't know exactly, she replied. But something is alive in me. They said it's sleeping. That if it wakes, worlds fall. Ryan stepped back. You're saying you're carrying a weapon? She nodded slowly. Maybe, or a curse. I was never told the truth. That's why I hacked your system. I needed answers. You think you're guarding me, but maybe I'm guarding you. Outside, space remained quiet, but silence can hide monsters. Just then, another alert came in. One of the human fleets, sent to check the strange signal, was gone. No communication. No trace. No bodies. Just one echo left behind. A whisper in the data. She is the key. She must not reach Earth. Ryan stared at Ailey. Everything was changing. The war he thought he understood was now just a shadow of something far bigger. And the girl in his med bay? She might be the only chance to stop it. Or the reason it begins. Asterisk, there are sounds in space no ear should hear. Not because they're loud. But because they speak your name. Commander Ryan stood alone on the deck of his ship, staring at the black screen. No stars. No signals. Just a frozen silence after the voice had spoken. Human, you are not ready. Leave her, or be erased. His knuckles were white around the edge of the console. His heart loud in his ears. This wasn't a trick. It wasn't the Zalari. This was something new. And it knew him. By name. Alea sat quietly in the med bay, knees pulled to her chest. She wasn't sleeping. She never really slept. Her eyes stayed half open, like she was listening to something the ship couldn't hear. Commander? The ship's AI interrupted. A new signal is coming from deep space. Coordinates unknown. Origin unknown. But it's repeating. Ryan leaned in. Play it. A strange sound filled the ship. Like metal bending underwater. Like whispers in a tunnel. Then a voice. Not shouting. Not angry, just cold, ancient, calm. You've seen her. You think she's alone. But she is not. Her light calls to us, and now we come. Then silence again. Ryan turned to the AI. Is this coming from the Zalari? Negative. Signal structure is non-Zalari, non-human. Unknown language format. Partially biological in origin. Biological? Ryan blinked. Like, alive? Yes, signal is part signal, part ... organism, a living message. He felt a chill crawl up his spine. What kind of species sends living signals through space? Back in the med bay, Ryan faced Alea again. You need to tell me the truth now. What are you? She raised her head slowly. Her voice was quieter than before. I don't know. I know what I've been told. But not all of it. Ryan stared. Then tell me what you do know. She hesitated, then spoke. My people didn't create me. They found me, in a capsule buried deep in a dead moon. I was asleep for centuries, maybe more. When I woke, they said I was special, that I had something inside. They tested me, feared me, used me. Ryan frowned. What's inside you? Alea? She looked at him, her eyes glowing faintly. A voice. Not mine. It speaks when I'm weak, and when it speaks, things die. Suddenly, the ship shook. Not from outside, but from within the walls. Alarms lit up the control room. Emergency. Warp field failure. External force detected. Unknown gravitational pressure increasing. Ryan ran to the cockpit. Through the front glass, he saw it. A tear in space. Like reality was peeling open. A black wound, and from it, shapes. Not ships, not machines. Just shadows. Long, floating, watching. One of the shapes moved closer. It didn't have eyes. But Ryan felt it stare. A voice filled the ship again. No speakers this time. Just inside his head. She belongs to us. Ryan fell to one knee, holding his skull in pain. Blood dripped from his nose. Give her, or follow your kind into dark. And just like that, the tear closed. The shadows vanished. The ship was quiet again. Ryan was left gasping. He turned to Alea. She was crying, not loudly. Just silent tears rolling down glowing skin. I didn't want this, she said. They follow me. I never asked for it. I don't even understand it. A new alert blinked on screen. A human fleet minus 20 ships, sent to investigate the earlier signal. All lost. No wreckage. No beacon. No sound. Just one transmission, 2 seconds long. A robotic whisper. She is the key. She must not reach Earth. Ryan looked at her. This wasn't about war anymore. Not about politics. This was something far bigger. And maybe something Earth wasn't ready to fight. But now it might not have a choice. Asterisk. Some truths hide behind silence. Others are buried inside people. Commander Ryan was starting to fear both. The ship Hawk 7 floated in dead space. Engines quiet. Lights dim. After the shadow entities disappeared, everything went cold. Even space seemed different now, like it was watching. Inside the ship, Alea sat in a small room. Hands folded. Head down, she hadn't moved in hours. Ryan watched from the control room. He didn't see a soldier anymore. He saw a girl, scared, cursed, and maybe more dangerous than anyone alive. She is the key, the signal had said. She must not reach Earth. Ryan didn't know whether to protect her or destroy her. He walked into the room. Alea, he said softly. She looked up. Her silver eyes were dull now, no glow. Said there's something inside you, Ryan began. Something alive, she nodded. I need you to tell me everything. No more half-truths, no more guessing. Alea looked at her hands, then back at him. I was born, or grown, in a lab. Deep underground on Zalari Prime, she said. But I wasn't made by them. I was found inside an ancient pod, frozen, alone, not aging, not dying. They kept me hidden, thought I was gifted, that I had value. What kind of value? Ryan asked. She hesitated. Then said, there's a voice in my mind. It speaks in dreams. It shows me stars that don't exist anymore. Ryan sat across from her. And this voice, it's a weapon? I don't know, she said, but it's not from my world. Maybe not even from this galaxy. Ryan felt a cold chill move through him. What does it want? Alea swallowed hard. It wants to connect. That's the word it uses, like plug into things, spread. Ryan leaned forward, suddenly serious, like a virus? Or a mind, she said. That hit him hard. The signal, the voice, the shadows. They weren't after her. They were after what's inside her. The thing she carried wasn't sleeping. It was searching. Using her like a host, a doorway, a path to something bigger. Why didn't you tell me this before? Ryan asked. Alea looked at him, her voice small. Because I don't want to die. And if I tell too much, sometimes the voice punishes me. Suddenly, the ship lights flickered. Alarms blared. Warning, internal temperature rising. Core systems overheating. Ryan rushed to the console. AI, cuz? Unknown, no mechanical failure. Heat. Sources. Organic. He turned back and saw her. Alea's skin was glowing again. But not blue. Red. She was shaking. Her hands trembling. Her breath quick and sharp. Ryan grabbed her shoulders. What's happening? Her eyes widened. It's waking up. Then she screamed. The walls trembled. The lights blew out. Sparks fell from the ceiling. And then, it all stopped. Silence. Ryan looked down. She had fainted. Her skin was cold. Again, the ship's systems returned to normal. Later, in the med bay, Ryan ran a full scan. The AI showed something terrifying. Foreign structure detected in neural core. Possibly sentient. Possibly growing. Possibly aware. He stared at the screen. Inside her brain was something else. Not machinery. Not biology. Something in between, like a seed of thought. Waiting to bloom, Ryan sat alone for a while. He finally spoke to the ship's recorder. Commander's log. Subject Alea is not an enemy, not fully, but she is a carrier of something alive. Not from this world. Maybe not from this universe. I believe we are dealing with an intelligence that spreads through minds, not missiles. And I fear Earth is not prepared. He paused. I was ordered to bring her to Earth for study. I won't follow that order. I believe if she reaches Earth, we won't have a planet left. Just then, a message came in from command. Your ship has been tracked. Prepare for escort. Alea must be delivered immediately. Ryan stood there, frozen. They were coming, and he had to make a choice. Obey orders or save the planet. Asterisk every soldier follows orders. Until the order becomes a death sentence. Commander Ryan sat in the cockpit of Hawk 7, silent. On the screen, a blinking red message from Earth Command. Bring the alien girl, alive, no questions, no delays. 3 human ships were already closing in, friendly ships. Same uniform. Same mission. But Ryan no longer felt like one of them. He looked back at Alea, still weak, resting in the med bay. She wasn't just some prisoner now. She was a living warning, and Earth wasn't listening. He touched the control panel. AI, override docking locks. Prepare emergency launch sequence. Warning, this action will mark you as hostile. To Allied Command. I know, Ryan whispered. This will classify you as a traitor. Ryan looked out at the star's dot, then said, better a traitor to Earth than a slave to something worse. The ship's lights turned red. Engines roared to life. A burst of blue flame pushed Hawk 7 into stealth flight. The human escorts noticed instantly. Commander Ryan, stand down. This is your final warning. But Ryan didn't answer. He switched comms off. Locked course to Sector 17, the coordinates Alea gave him. The location of the ancient gate dot in the med bay. Alea woke up. The ship was shaking. Alarms were blinking. What's happening? She asked. We're running, Ryan said. From who? From everyone. Alea sat up, breathing fast. They'll shoot you down. They'll try. She looked at him, eyes wide. Why? Would you risk this? He hesitated. Then said, because you're not lying. And I've seen what's chasing you. Earth can't face it, not now. But maybe. We can stop it before it gets there. Behind them, 3 Earth ships began pursuit. Weapons online. Ryan flew through asteroid fields and solar flares. Every turn was fire. Every second, a lock-on. Alert. Missiles passed inches from the hull. Alea watched in fear. They'll kill you, just to get me. Ryan smiled bitterly. No, they'll kill both of us and call it safety. Inside the cockpit, Ryan checked the star map. They were close. One more jump, and they'd reach the gate. But before he could engage the jump drive, a warning. Energy spike. Detected. Incoming EMP blast. A burst of light hit the ship. Power failed. Systems crashed. The ship drifted, dead in space. Ryan slammed the console. Manual control. No response. Behind them, one of the pursuing ships appeared. A voice crackled over the emergency channel. Commander Ryan, you are under arrest for treason. Surrender the alien. You have 30 seconds. Alea stood beside him now. I'll go, she said. Maybe if I let them take me, they'll spare you. No, Ryan said. If they take you, they'll unlock what's inside you. And then, Earth is gone. He looked around. Only one system still working, the ejection pod. He made a choice. He ran to the cargo bay, opened the pod hatch and started programming a new flight path straight to the gate. Alea followed him. What are you doing? She asked. I'm sending you alone. It's the only way. No. She said, you don't understand what I'm carrying. It's growing. I don't know if I can control it alone. He grabbed her shoulders. That's why you're not going alone. She blinked. What? He pressed a hidden switch. A duplicate pod opened beside her. We're going together. Just then, a missile hit the outer hull. The ship groaned. Fire erupted in the control room. They had seconds. Ryan and Alea jumped into the pods. AI, launch escape sequence. Set course for Gate 17. Confirmed. Good luck, Commander. The pods blasted away. 2 tiny stars vanishing into the night. Behind them, Hawk 7 exploded in a flash of white. The pursuing ships were blind for seconds, and in those seconds, Ryan and Alea were gone. Inside the pod, Alea looked at him. I thought you were like them, she said quietly. I was, Ryan replied, until I realized we're all standing on a fuse. And you're the only one who can show us the fire. The stars outside grew brighter. Ahead, something massive appeared, a structure. Not built, grown from ancient metal and space dust. The gate dot had pulsed like a heart dot waiting. Some doors were never meant to open, but some are waiting for the right key. Ryan's escape pod flew silently through the black. Stars blinked like old memories. And ahead of him, it waited. The gate. Not human, not Solari, not made of metal or glass. It was something else, ancient, alive, and breathing energy like a sleeping god. It floated in space like a wound in reality. Half machine, half fossil, fully unknown. Beside him in her own pod, Alea was quiet, not asleep, not calm, just listening. Like something inside her could hear the gate calling. Ryan whispered. What's that thing made of? Scans. Fail. Matter is non-terrestrial. Parts of the structure do not exist in known elements. Translation: it shouldn't exist? Correct. The two pods slowed as they reached the gate's edge. Suddenly, without input, the gate responded. It opened. Not like a door. More like an eye, slow, circular, and watching them. A soft hum filled the pods, and then, a voice. Not through speakers. Not from Ali. It spoke directly into their minds. The host has arrived. The carrier is known. The decision must be made. Ryan gripped the sides of his pod. What decision? But the voice didn't explain. Instead, it showed him. He saw visions, fast, violent, overwhelming. Earth burning. Cities gone. Oceans boiling. People screaming. And at the center of it all, Alea, her body floating above the ruins. Eyes glowing. The thing inside her fully awake. Then a second vision. Same Earth, same people, but alive, smiling, building, with alien lights floating above them, connected to her. Peaceful, powerful, united. Two futures. One girl and only one choice. The pods landed inside the gate. Ryan stepped out. No gravity. No air. But somehow he could breathe, walk, feel. The place wasn't a machine. It was a mind. A chamber of decisions. Alea was already ahead. She stood at the center, on a platform glowing beneath her feet. She turned, eyes full of light. Not pain. Not fear, just truth. It's speaking to me, she said. Not in words. In choices. Ryan approached. What does it want? To remove it. The thing inside me. Good, Ryan said. Let's do it. No, she said, voice trembling. It's not that simple. If they remove it, I die. Ryan froze. The weight of that hit like gravity. Alea looked at him. I'm the cage, Ryan. If they break the cage, the monster dies, but so do I. If they let me live, the thing inside grows, and one day, Earth might fall. Ryan looked around. The walls of the gate pulsed, waiting. It had power. It could destroy or save, but only he could make the final choice. The platform beneath him lit up. Two paths formed. One to the extraction chamber. One to the return portal, leading back to Earth. His hand went to his gun. He didn't plan to use it, but now it felt heavy. He looked at her. There has to be another way. There's not, she said, tears in her eyes. If I go home, I'll smile, I'll laugh, I'll hold hands. And one day, when no one's watching, the thing inside will take over. And by then, it'll be too late. Ryan stepped toward the extraction path. She smiled. Thank you, but then, he turned, raised his gun, and fired. At the gate's core. An explosion of light burst from the walls. Sparks flew. The platform cracked. A voice screamed inside their minds. You deny the law. You deny the choice. Ryan grabbed Alea and ran. No more cages, he shouted. If she's going to live, she decides what she becomes. The return portal glowed. Ryan shoved her in. She looked at him in shock. What about you? He smiled. I bought you time. That's all I can give now. The gate shook violently. Pieces fell from the ceiling. The ancient mind was collapsing, angry, broken, dying. Alea vanished in the return light, and Ryan Was gone. Only silence remained. Asterisk. No one remembers the moment a star dies. But everyone sees the light it leaves behind. The gate was gone. Where once it floated. Alive, ancient, godlike. There was now only silence. A black scar in the sky where space refused to shine. Nothing moved, nothing dared to, until a flicker appeared. A shape, a girl. Aaliyah, she fell from the return portal like a dropped flame. Weak, shaking, crying. Not because of pain, but because he didn't return. Commander Ryan, the only one who believed her. The only one who chose her, not the weapon inside her. Now. He was gone. Her pod landed on the outskirts of a secure Earth station. Alarms blared. Troops surrounded her. Guns aimed. Drones hovered. But she didn't resist. She raised her hands and said one sentence. I'm not your enemy. 2 weeks later, Earth Command still called Ryan a traitor. Still called Aaliyah a biohazard asset. But she said nothing until one night, something changed. She walked into the Earth High Council, uninvited, eyes glowing, skin faintly lit, calm, and she placed a small crystal on the table. Inside it, video logs, gate recordings. Ryan's last voice entry. His voice played out in the quiet chamber. This isn't about a war. It's about a choice. And I made mine, not for Earth Command, but for Earth's future. If you're hearing this, I'm gone, but she's not. Don't make her fight 2 wars. The room was silent. No one spoke, but something shifted, not just in politics. In belief. 1 month later, Aaliyah stood at the edge of Earth's upper orbit. The stars were peaceful now, no shadows, no whispers. The thing inside her, quiet, not gone, but calm, as if even it had changed. She stared out, tears falling silently in zero gravity. Then her eyes widened, because there it was, a tiny signal. Barely there. Her hand reached toward the console. It repeated 3 words, broken by, static but clear. Still here, fighting. A smile broke through her tears. Ryan, she whispered. Somehow, he had survived. Maybe inside the gate's ruins. Maybe beyond. Maybe changed, but alive. And still fighting. Aaliyah turned to the stars. She placed her hand on the console. And for the first time, not as a prisoner, not as a weapon, but as a messenger of peace, she whispered back, "Wait for me." The engines flared. The ship turned toward the unknown. Not to run. But to find him, and to end this together. Because even when the universe forgets you, a single spark is enough to light the way.